And this beautiful painting, Fernando, he was inspired by some of my mixes back in, I want to say, the early 90s. It was probably 1991 or 92. And he had been listening to some of my remix work. I was doing a lot of house records at the time, a lot of stuff with Basement Boys and CNC Music Factory and, oh God, David Morales and all these great, amazing house music guys. So this guy, he really liked my work, and he wanted to learn from me and meet me. And he had come all the way from Canada to New York City to meet me at his studio. He found out I was working. He had his studio in New York, Quad Recording, I think it was. And I guess he came all the way from Canada to meet me there, and because he heard I had a session booked, and he had his tapes with me. He was an aspiring engineer. He wanted to learn how to make his music sound better and how to become an engineer. And he didn't contact me. He just came to the studio from Canada and found out that they moved the session to a different studio, and it was like out in Long Island. He commandeered a bicycle from his friend. This is an unbelievable story. And he rides a bicycle all the way out to Long Island with his stuff, to show me his tapes, his music. This is early 1990. The cops pull him over on the highway for riding a bicycle. On the highway, you're not supposed to ride your bicycle on the freeway. Anyway, he gets to the studio only to find out that the session was canceled or postponed. He never called and didn't reach out to me or anything, but he still was, when I found out this story, I was like, what? This is crazy. So humbled and honored. And so years went on and we never met. And then years and years later, I guess he had hired me online to mix one of his songs. Fast forward 20 years, 15 years. And then he sends me this painting that he made of me. He turns out to be an amazingly gifted painter. He's a wonderful artist. His work is really good, as you can see. And so this is called The Messiah of Sound, and it is me handing over, you can see with the hand here, I'm handing over an audio wave, a digital audio wave, a wave file. And he's called it the Minister of Sound. And I was just so touched. I was just so touched. I recorded a video of the unveiling of it when I opened it up. My girlfriend at the time filmed it, and I'm just honored and humbled that this talented kid did all that to try and meet me and never really met me. And when, what a story. I'm touched. He's really good. His music is really good too. Franklin Fernando. Franklin Fernando, yeah. He's a really talented guy. Look him up. His work is really good. Really good.